Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're counting down the top 2 most valuable United Kingdom 1 penny coins, featuring different years, mint marks, and conditions. These historic pennies are among the most sought-after British coins and have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Some examples have sold for astonishing amounts at auction, proving that even a humble penny can become a treasure. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 1 penny 1891. Even when found in an ugly, heavily worn, damaged, or poorly preserved condition, this Victorian-era coin continues to attract collectors from around the world. Many people discover these old pennies in inherited collections, antique boxes, or coin lots and wonder whether they have any value. In today's video, we will explore the history of the 1891 1 penny, its unique features, collector demand, rarity, and its current auction market value in US dollars. The 1891 1 penny was issued during the reign of Queen Victoria, one of the longest reigning monarchs in British history. The coin belongs to the famous Victorian bronze penny series, which circulated throughout the United Kingdom during the late 19th century. In 1891, Britain was at the height of its global influence, and pennies like this were used every day for ordinary purchases. The coin was struck in bronze and produced at the Royal Mint in London. Approximately 17.9 million examples were minted, making it a relatively common date among Victorian pennies. Despite the large mintage, many surviving examples have suffered heavy wear after decades of circulation, making attractive specimens increasingly difficult to find. One of the most recognizable features of the 1891 1 penny is the portrait of Queen Victoria on the obverse. The Queen is shown facing left with her hair tied in the famous bun head style. Around the portrait appears the inscription Victoria D.G., Brit Reg F laughing smiley colon, which translates to Victoria, by the grace of God, Queen of Britain, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, the coin displays the iconic seated Britannia holding a trident and shield. A lighthouse appears in the background on one side, while a ship can be seen on the other. The denomination 1 penny surrounds Britannia, with the date 1891 below. This classic design has become one of the most beloved images in British coinage history. The coin weighs approximately 9.4 grams, has a diameter of about 30.8 millimeters, and is composed of bronze. These specifications remain standard for Victorian pennies of the period. Although the 1891 penny is not considered a rare date because millions were produced, collector interest remains strong due to its age and historical significance. A coin that is more than 130 years old naturally attracts attention from both beginner and experienced collectors. In ugly condition, meaning heavily worn, corroded, scratched, cleaned, bent, or damaged, the coin loses much of its numismatic premium. However, collectors still purchase such examples because they provide an affordable way to own a genuine Victorian coin. Many collectors enjoy assembling date sets and may buy low-grade examples simply to fill a space in their collection. Discussions among collectors frequently note that worn 1891 pennies still retain some collectible value because of their Victorian heritage. The demand becomes significantly stronger when the coin displays clear details, original surfaces, and minimal damage. High-grade examples are much scarcer and therefore command much higher prices at auction. Now for the question everyone wants answered: how much is a United Kingdom 1 penny 1891 worth today? In ugly or heavily damaged condition, most examples generally sell for around $1 to $5 depending on how much detail remains visible. Extremely worn pieces may trade for only a small premium above their collector value. Coins in fine condition often sell for approximately $5 to $10. Very fine examples may reach $15 to $40, while extremely fine pieces can exceed $70 to $120. Uncirculated examples regularly sell for several $100s, and exceptional specimens have achieved much higher auction results. Some rare premium quality examples have sold for thousands of dollars in major auctions. As always, the final auction price depends on condition, eye appeal, market demand, and whether the coin has been professionally graded. If you own a 1891 1 penny, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can reduce the coin's value and make it less desirable to collectors. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent additional wear. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for clear details in Queen Victoria's portrait and Britannia's design. Even small differences in preservation can have a major impact on value. If you believe your coin is in unusually good condition, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service. Certified coins often attract stronger bidding at auctions and provide confidence to potential buyers. Finally, compare your coin with recently sold auction examples rather than asking prices. Sold prices provide a much more accurate picture of the current market. The United Kingdom 1 penny 1891 is a wonderful reminder of the Victorian era and Britain's rich numismatic heritage. While the coin is not particularly rare due to its large original mintage, its age, historical significance, and enduring popularity make it highly collectible. In ugly condition, values are usually modest, often ranging from just a few dollars, but better preserved examples can be worth considerably more, and top quality specimens can achieve impressive auction prices. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny dated 1914. Even when found in dirty, heavily circulated, or worn condition, this historic coin attracts the attention of collectors because it is more than a century old and comes from an important period in British history. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1914 penny, its unique features, its rarity in damaged condition, and how much it can be worth at auction today in US dollars. The 1914 1 penny was issued during the reign of King George V, who became king in 1910. The year 1914 is particularly significant because it marked the beginning of the First World War, one of the most important events of the 20th century. During this era, pennies were an essential part of everyday commerce throughout the United Kingdom. Millions of these coins circulated through shops, markets, and businesses across Britain. The coin was struck in bronze and was designed to be durable enough for heavy circulation. More than 50 million examples were produced, making it a common date compared with some of the rare British pennies of the period. However, surviving examples in collectible condition are becoming increasingly harder to find as the years pass. The obverse, or front side, of the 1914 penny features the portrait of King George V facing left. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying him as king and emperor. The reverse displays the famous seated Britannia holding a trident and shield while facing the sea. This classic Britannia design became one of the most recognizable images in British coinage history. The coin is made of bronze, weighs approximately 9.4 grams, and measures about 31 millimeters in diameter. These large bronze pennies have a distinctive appearance that many collectors appreciate because they reflect the craftsmanship and artistic style of early 20th century British minting. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that the standard 1914 penny is not considered a major key date. Because millions were produced, examples can still be found today. However, collector demand remains steady because the coin is over 100 years old and belongs to the popular King George V series. A dirty or heavily worn specimen is much less valuable than a well-preserved example, yet it still holds historical interest. Collectors often purchase lower-grade coins to fill gaps in their collections, especially beginners who want an affordable example from the First World War era. Even damaged coins can attract buyers if the date and major design details remain visible. Now let's discuss value. A 1914 penny in dirty, heavily circulated condition typically sells for around $1 to $6 depending on the amount of wear and overall eye appeal. Better circulated examples with clearer details may bring between $5 and $15. Professional price guides show that higher grade examples can reach $20 or more, while uncirculated specimens may sell for over $100 and sometimes significantly higher depending on certification and preservation. Auction prices vary because collectors place strong premiums on coins that retain original surfaces and sharp details. For a typical dirty circulated example found in an old collection, a realistic auction value today is usually in the low single-digit dollar range, though exceptional pieces can exceed those estimates. If you own a 1914 penny, avoid cleaning it. Many new collectors believe cleaning improves a coin's appearance, but it often reduces collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent further damage. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting to ensure the date is clearly visible and to identify any unusual varieties. Compare your coin with examples sold by reputable dealers and auction houses. If the coin appears to have strong detail or unusual characteristics, consider obtaining a professional opinion before selling. Proper storage and careful handling can help preserve whatever value remains in the coin. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1914 is a wonderful piece of British history that connects collectors to the era of King George V and the beginning of World War I. While a dirty or heavily circulated example is not especially rare, it remains desirable because of its age, historical significance, and classic Britannia design. Most worn examples are worth only a few dollars, but better preserved pieces can command much higher prices at auction. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, the 1914 penny is a coin worth appreciating for the story it tells about Britain more than a century ago. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more coin collecting videos and value guides.